This is titled The Good Thief, which I also carried through for the show title because it applied to appropriation for me. All artists have taken from the past, from the art world and from life itself in order to make a composition, to make a work of art. Life is cyclical. We're learning from the past in order to bring something into the present. So The Good Thief, that title is, as a show, is tied into that type of thinking. But in terms of this painting, The Good Thief is based on these characters in the painting itself. Specifically this character here, and so this is sort of our protagonist, and there's a number of different things going on in the painting, but the central sort of motif is happening right in the center of the painting. And this picture is a narrative painting. It's not a non-narrative painting. There's something going on here. What's going on? It's taken some of its objects that are displayed in the painting from art history. Specifically this one, which is a sculpture that actually exists in real life called Clean Air. It was made in 1964 by an artist named H.C. Westerman, and a highly influential artist that's not well known, but that many artists took from and made careers off of. And I like this artist as well. But in my painting, I'm using his sculpture well, both because I like the piece and because it has a kind of use in our pandemic era. So this is sort of like a pandemic era painting for me. I finished this piece between 2022 and 2023. And I was thinking of like foul air, air that had been polluted by a pandemic that was sweeping all across the world, and how to reconcile that and put that in my work in some way. And when I saw this piece, Clean Air, this conceptual-based piece by Westerman, it made me think of like, what was he thinking? Was he like, did he leave us this for the future or something? I wanted to somehow bring it into my work. I wanted to take that air that was in this nested vitrine of 3 glass boxes and suck it up for like, a breath of fresh air, so to speak. So I sort of imagined all that as a way to activate this painting and also pay homage to an artist I really, really like. And so that's what we see here in our character here, our thief, the person who would have, because I don't know where this piece actually exists in the world. It's somewhere out in the world, some museum or a collector has it, and our thief took it from that figure. And it's like they're hiding out in the forest or something, and here it is on this log that's been cut in half, and he's stealing the last bits of air from Clean Air, the piece. So that's how this piece got started. And there's other known artworks by that artist in this very painting as well, including the knotted piece of wood you see here in the lower right corner, which is a piece titled The Big Change. And that title was a signifier for me that acknowledged the change we were going through as a nation, as a community, as in the world, and there are other pieces as well. The arbor you see that flanks the left and right of these 2 figures, its roof, its ceiling is a door. And that door has a hole through it. And I lifted that from another artist that I admire, René Magritte. And he has a painting of an interior, an oil painting, a small oil painting titled The Unexpected Answer. And so I was throwing, it's of a door with a hole through it. Here, for me, it kind of doubles as a place where this tree, this now dead tree, used to grow through. So it's sort of utilizing these devices from art history in a sort of nuanced, more subtle way, instead of just direct appropriation, just taking from artists. I'm showing there are more, maybe more interesting, more curious ways to utilize art from the past or the recent past to activate painting in the present and speak about what we're going through right now. That's what this painting is doing for me. I'm not sure it's necessary for the viewer to somehow figure all that out. I don't expect them to. There's probably some artists that could put some of those pieces together at best. But I'm talking about how an artist might come up with an idea like this. And so that's what you're seeing here.